Yeah, Monday. What's up, everybody? Monday morning. Hope you guys are having a great day. Welcome to today's edition of the Daily Market Commentary. I'm your host, Chuck Fulkerson, as we are going to dive into the financial markets. Real quick announcement before we dive in. Something kind of exciting, a free preview week at tradersarmy.com. That's right. Get an entire week to see what it is we do. Join all of our live trade rooms. Get all of our on-demand content and education, especially with the markets dropping over the past few weeks. I know a lot of people, whether they're traders or not, have wanted to learn more about what we do. All you got to do is go to tradersarmy.com, become a free member, and you will get a free preview week. That week starts on Sunday the 20th and runs all the way till Sunday the 27th. So 20 to the 27th, it's going to be a free preview week. It's going to be great. All right, let's go ahead and dive in. So the S&P this morning, we are up 41 points. So big rally in the overnight, up 1%. But really, when I was looking at the markets last night, there just didn't appear to be a whole lot of areas of opportunity to jump in. Looking at the 4-hour chart, we can see that we are definitely putting in a bit of a triangle pattern, and it's not a very well formed triangle pattern, but it is a little bit of one on this 4-hour time frame with potential for a fairly strong breakout. Now, remember, at its core, every triangle pattern is typically a slowing momentum pattern, because that means that our downward trend is slowing its momentum. So does that mean that we're done going down? No, not necessarily. What it does mean, though, is that our momentum has slowed enough to make us think about it. Does it make sense for us to continue to pile into shorts as they happen? Well, the weekly trend has not changed one bit. The daily trend has not really changed, although showing a little bit of strength. But with this big green candle here is a little bit of price shock, the opposite direction. So the 4-hour, a little bit less, strong trend is available in here. So what am I looking at for today? Well, for today, I mean, I've got a very good wick over wick supply over here at 42.90, but I mean, that's still 55 points away from where we are today. 45 points away from where we are today. And so that means that there's lots of room to be able to run higher. Now, there's a little bit of supply in with this wick right there. I didn't find it quality enough to take shorts, but it is a potential to get in. So if you wanted to go long today, to ride price up until that region, and you decide to jump in after we get a higher high above this 42.45, which is essentially our Globex high, I don't hate the idea. I really don't. I think actually I like the basing that we're getting right through here for an opportunity to get long and really ride this thing up as an intraday trade. But remember, we've got no real strong trend direction, so it's always going to be higher risk. NASDAQ looks very much the same, although we've got a really good 15-minute supply above us. And I think that if we get basing above the Globex high, you could get a good run up into that region for an intraday trading opportunity. Certainly, we have a breakdown below this 13,286 if we get quality basing in front of there as well. But we are definitely a bit of a range bound. All right. Looking at the Russell 2000, also very similar picture. No clean supply, no clean demand right within me, right within the immediate vicinity. But the 4 hours chopping a bit sideways. So all of our equity markets, a little bit of a sideways chop, not a lot of strong directional component, makes for a slightly more difficult trading environment. Looking at energies and metals, crude oil, we actually had a breakdown just recently below our potential short entry. So we do have a little bit of a breakdown here below 104.36. If you want to get short, I think you just certainly have an intraday trade to run down into this region. If you don't like the breakdown, well, we are getting a retest back to that area. You could also look to a reversal trade back up in here. Now, this breakdown trade that is setting up as we speak, you would be looking right around here as your first target, right around 102. So I think there's room to run and for it to continue to fall a little bit further. Um, Stop somewhere up above this 105 at the tightest. You really want your stop to be up above this pivot because that's our most recent pivot. Remember, on a breakout trade, stops go above the most recent pivot. That's kind of the standing rule for these breakouts. Gold also coming down a little bit in the overnight. I would think that you've got if I look into a 15-minute chart of gold, decent level right here for a reversal if we do indeed rally back up. Let me make that into a purple line. So 1973 by 1977, I think is a good reversal spot for gold. Taking a real quick look at the euro. We looked at this one last night. We're actually right now in our reversal area. This is a 15-minute chart as we've rallied back up into what I thought was a pretty clean area for a reversal in the euro. Prices are coming down. Look at this area right down here as your target, 1097.97, as a pretty good target for this move down. Coming out of this area here in the euro. But once again, also looking at this 4-hour chart, we are coming down a little bit on the 4-hour, but not a super strong trend direction as well. And that's kind of where we are. There's a lot of markets that just don't give us a lot of great trend direction and a lot of great opportunities. Taking a quick look at Bitcoin and Ethereum, you're going to see very much the same picture in both Bitcoin as well as Ether. On both of those. All right. So those are kind of the main levels that I'm looking at for today. You certainly have a couple of other things worth noting. Copper just gave us a bit of a breakdown off of our breakdown level. It's continuing to start to move. For those of you that were in the live trade room last night, Nat Gas, I think in the overnights we gapped down a little bit, but Nat Gas hasn't really been doing a whole lot of movement in the last few days as these candles all got really tiny and pretty wicky inside of them. So a little bit lower probability trading in that setup. But that's all I have for today, everybody. If you guys have any questions, as always, shoot us an email, support@tradersarmy.com. I will talk to you soon. See ya. Hey, thanks for joining us. If you like what we do, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. It's the only way the computers know that you're actually alive and really care. And go to tradersarmy.com today to learn a bit more. And if you want to see some of our other videos, click here in the box.